I felt like I was frauding. I'm telling people about their locks, why they should get locks, knowing that last like 2 rows of my locks are falling off. Like, it felt like I had something taken from me. I'm still thinking about getting an undercut. I don't know. If you know it needs to go, save yourself the pain of losing it and just let it go. The moment that I let go of everything I don't need, the rest of it is whole. The frother did not froth this. This is very much powder. Hey, I'm back. I'm Cheek, by the way. Hey. In my phone, on this camera, I have hours and hours of footage from the past probably like 3 or 4 months of my life. I've been struggling with content creation, not thinking of content. I am sitting on content right now. I'm talking about, like, I have hosted a lock event. I went to Jamaica. Events over the summer. Like, a lot has happened. There's so many things I have done that I documented. I wanted to share, I wanted to encourage, I wanted to show, like, hey, look at shorty with the crippling anxiety doing all the things that her anxiety is telling her that she can't do. I wrote down the words breakage but not broken. It's a double entendre in a sense, because the primary reason I felt I could not keep making content is because I felt like I was frauding, and I'll tell y'all why in a second. But also, my anxiety was just like, girl, you can't do this. And I realized, and somebody else said it, every time that you try to do something, or you say you're gonna do something and you let yourself down, you have broken a promise to yourself. I'm probably not even saying it right, but that's how I interpreted what they said. Every time that you don't follow through for yourself, you've broken a promise with yourself, and it breaks the trust that you have in yourself. Without realizing it, I no longer trusted myself. Where that plays into the type of content I started with around my locks, I felt like I was frauding. I'm telling people about their locks, why they should get locks, like stuff they can do with their locks, knowing that I'm sitting here in the very last like 2 rows of my locks are falling off. Yes, when I got my locks installed, my hair was already breaking off. So breakage was inevitable with my locks. I had the option of trimming certain areas so my locks would be even. I was like, no, we'll do like a tapered lock look. So you can even see right now, some of my locks are like down here, but if I pull, some are like, so like if we do a length check, I'm here. Like that's where all of my locks should be. You'll notice all of them don't touch right there. I know when we was out here, we would dye like a patch here, but I thought I was different, and I did my patch in the back. In addition to the patch, I also always tested new colors to see how my hair would take 2 different shades of like reds and orange in the back of my hair. So on top of that, I wasn't moisturizing like I should when my hair was loose, because my hair gave me so much anxiety that I just kept putting protective styles over it. In the end, I was already experiencing breakage back there, so we discussed like, oh, let's do an undercut to just get rid of it. And I'm like, no, let's just see if they lock and if it mats up enough to save itself. To my lock girlies, it will not mat up enough to save itself. So I flip and I'll kneel so y'all can see. Yeah, it's the whole, I think I got one that didn't break all the way, or yeah. Oh, it's a couple that got saved, but it's mainly on this side, and I think I just favored that side. And so there's 2 parts to my breakage story. There are the locks that broke off, and that was it. They broke off either while I was washing them, while I was styling them, while my loctician was washing or styling. And it hurt. It hurt to just lose and not be able to prevent it. Like, it felt like I had something taken from me. But then there were the locks that I knew needed to go, so I cut them loose. I think in total, I've lost 3 or 4. And the rest I cut myself. The moment that I realized the weight was too heavy, I cut it off. I say all that to say it hurts to lose anything that is precious to you, anything of value to you, anything that you have devoted time, effort, attention, love, and care to. Those things hurt to lose. However, there is such a freeing feeling when you let it go because it's on your terms. And I think the reason Breakage Not Broken stood out to me when I even thought about recording this is because yes, I experienced the breakage of my hair and of some other things in my life, emotionally, mentally, financially. It prevented me from moving forward with things that I wanted to do. When I started to cut, like take scissors to these locks, it had to go. And this has been going on, this started last year. So like some of these are just starting to grow back, and that's what's been the most beautiful and most rewarding thing, is that I watched some of them be like this long and now they're like here. But my point is, if you know it needs to go, save yourself the pain of losing it and just let it go. I knew there was a problem. I knew there was an issue. I knew I was losing something and I was trying to hold on to it. I was trying to keep it because it was mine. I felt like I earned it. I worked for it. It was mine. How could it just go away? But it did. And I knew it was going to happen again because it wasn't on my terms. And ironically, all the ones that have grown the longest were the ones that I cut. Because I chose how short to cut them. I chose at what point to cut them. And now they're still there. They're still growing. They're still thriving. They're still flourishing. They can catch up eventually because I know at what point I want to start trimming and maintaining a certain length for my locks. So with that said, I'm back. I don't know how much of the content I am going to post that I have already recorded, but what I love is that I'm okay letting some of it go because I am now planning. I am now preparing for everything that I've wanted to do. So nothing is going to be half anything anymore because the person that I want to be is on the other side of the BS that I am holding on to. The habits, I wouldn't say the people. I have a strong set of people in my life, so I'm good there, but definitely the habits, the mindset. I'm in my own way and I'm ready to stop. And if you're ready to stop, I have a message for you. We be out here lying to ourselves. We be lying to ourselves, and I'm here to tell you why we need to stop. We don't have a look at me. We don't have a choice. We must get out of our own way because the person that is waiting for us is looking at us fight with ourselves. The person we want to be is like, if you don't come on here, like the person we want to be is already with the program. They're waiting for us to get on the same page. They're waiting for us to flip through all of them chapters and get there. I'm out of analogies, but you get what I'm saying. There is somebody you are supposed to be. Just it's time for us to get there. Take that with you. I hope that you have the loveliest of day, morning, evening, whatever. Stay hydrated, drink your water, do your skincare routine, and come back and see me because I have content for y'all that I'm so excited to bring y'all way. Shut it back, good vibes.